I still love the crash out that's still continuing over that. I mean, how do you fumble your own nuclear weapon? They're like, we've got it. And then just hello darkness, my old friend, all week, just staying up till 5 a.m, pissed off at me. Maybe if you wouldn't invent scenarios with your side piece 7 months after the love of your life left you flat, maybe you might do a little better. But hey, as Napoleon once said, when your enemy is making mistakes, don't interrupt them. $2 says, used to be a genuine fan, but the downfall is sad. I know, Nick looked really disheveled again yesterday. You got to admit, the toe's been looking better than ever lately. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, just imagine nobody else could survive for 2 years. People going, we're going to destroy him. We're going to get him. And then smelling like a rose every time I take a shit in their own house. They have to sit there and smell it. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you take the internet too seriously. I'm sorry. Whatever I did to you, I apologize. But hey, you can't say you used to be a genuine fan. You're here every day for 4 hours. Bro, I've got bad news for you. Speaking of Cope, you're still a fan. A fan does not mean you love me. A fan just means you can't live without me. And you, my friend, you're one of my biggest fans. But thank you for the $6. I appreciate it. So, isn't that the best when they don't even know they're a fan? When they just go, oh, I used to be a genuine fan. Bitch, you're more of a fan now than you've ever been. Sorry to break it to you. But hey, I'll raise you. I'll raise you. Redbird with $1 says, now if we could just get entitled millennials to stop screeching every time they're told they can't be a degenerate. Well, yeah. I mean, Lord knows I've known a few of them. I've been one in my day. I've been one. Reformed. Thank you very much. That whole honoring your spouse and honoring your partner and keeping them sacred and shit like that, you wouldn't believe how much that would fix in our society. Just having general respect and putting your partner up on a pedestal and that whole thing. Protecting what you have instead of being an exhibitionist to the whole world. It's a big deal. It would be shameful if you learned that at 37. Buffalo Jockey with $2 says, you may be 48 years, but you bitch about degeneracy like an 85-year-old miserable fat cat lady from Iowa, LOL. Maybe it's because I've seen what degeneracy does to families and does to children, and I've seen it up close, and I'm pretty passionate about it. There's right and there's wrong, and you can spin it and twist it like Charles Manson all you want to. But you can't outrun God. You can't outrun justice. You can't outrun the truth. And it'll get you, boy. It'll get you. I've been hearing some rumors, by the way, since you mentioned that Null, Josh from Kiwi Farms, needed someone to go to central Minnesota for him this week, and they did. Josh from Kiwi Farms does his show, Mad at the Internet, on Fridays. I don't know what he needed someone to go to central Minnesota for. Yeah, I don't know what Josh is what's going on with Josh, but I do know that his show will be broadcasting live a week from tomorrow, which is the 1-year anniversary of the big arrest that shook up the steel toe world. I wonder if he doesn't have something. $5 says Sean Martin's tips AI disappeared without much comment. Yeah, I've been looking for someone to write up a little cease and desist as well. I never gave written consent for my voice either. And Melton is, by the way, Melton is lying to you. Patrick Melton made this big panicky announcement. He always makes big panicky announcements whenever he's worried, and he's always lying. He says, oh, no, company's been sold. It's already in the hands of different lawyers and everything else, and we will fight anytime someone challenges it. It's not. The company is still listed in his name, in his company, and there has been no official paperwork or indication with the government that the company has changed hands. So, as Alex Jones would say, documented, proven, that's a lie. He's worried that people have kind of figured out the tips thing. They figured out that if you send a cease and desist, this guy's going to fold. And it's a smart idea to fold. It is not a smart idea to fight these lawsuits because you are using people's name, image, and likeness without their permission, and you're making profit on it. You're making money on it. So, yeah, I've been calling around. I'm going to find somebody that I want to go through, and I'm going to be sending a cease and desist as well. I've got a couple of names. Some people have thrown me some names to go through. I've got one. It was I don't want to say their name in case I don't end up using them. But I was told by one of my legal team that they said, here's a really good guy because he has a lot of experience appearing in federal court on issues like this. So if you need to go the full way, he's your guy. So I've got somebody. I did contact another person, and I want to give them a chance to respond before I go. But this person is waiting on my call. Sean had success with it. Kurt had success with it. Patrick Melton's clearly lying. And I don't look, as far as people using the super tips, as far as people using my name, image, and likeness, if you come to me and ask me and negotiate a deal, I'm not saying, hey, throw the thing out forever and I never, ever, ever. I'm just saying, first, do business the right way. Come to me, ask for my permission. You do not currently have it. Offer me a deal. I'm your meal ticket after all. This is going to show how much Melton needs Steel Toe. Is he's going to have to come to the table and do a deal, or it would probably cost him a lot more if he doesn't make a deal, to be honest. Roots Calhoun says, get a cut whenever they use your voice. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to make me an offer, I'm not against, like, I understand the comedic value of it. I mean, he couldn't do a show without super tips. He couldn't have an audience without super tips. And he needs the people on super tips or he has no show because he's not an interesting guy. He's not a funny guy. So I understand the crutches that he needs. Everybody needs them. I'm empathetic towards that. But he's got to do business the right way. And what Kurt and Sean have exposed is that he doesn't do business the right way. Crowder Wears Panties says Aaron wants half. Half, lump sum, whatever. Because Melton's whole thing is already fading. Like the Hackamania thing showed, that being a bust and me kind of stepping in and barnstorming it. And then his numbers going way, way down now. Why would I want a percentage of a dying entity? I think a flat number would be better. A Chevy fan says, meet up with Royce and Mersch in Florida. I'm not going to their neck of the woods, I don't believe. And also Mersch is, he's no Steel Toe guy anymore. I don't know what I did to make him such a butthurt little bitch, but Mersch has this cute thing where he thinks it's somehow personal between us. Sorry, Mersch, I just don't think about you, buddy. He kind of wanted to grab onto those Melton coattails. He wanted to ride Melton's coattails back to relevance. And I think once you've hit that point, it's over. I think you're done. But he wanted it to be some big personal war between Steel Toe and Mersch. And I'm like, yeah, I don't feel any heat from a Mersch. That's okay, kiddo. I'm fine. Crowder Wears Panties says, you make more money than Mersch, therefore he resents you, and you're funnier. Well, I mean, damned by faint praise, don't you think? But, yeah, we pissed him off somehow. I don't know how. Here's how we pissed him off. He felt like he needed to go after somebody. He had no reason to go after us, but he's like, shit, man, I got nothing. I'm falling apart. My car's getting repossessed. I'm like 5'7", but I weigh like 300 pounds. Like, I don't think God could create in a lab a less threatening entity than Mersch. If you were to build God's perfect example of someone you'd go, oh, there, little guy, it would be Mersch. There's zero threat there. Here's a sentence that has never been uttered in the history of mankind. Man, I'm worried Mersch might kick my ass. I just don't think that's ever been said. People are like, do you think you're in feuds with any of these people? And I'm like, no, because in order for me to be in a feud with someone, I have to have something, or they have to have something I want. And I compare myself to any of my biggest critics and I go, God damn it, am I happy I'm me? Like, I look at Nick and his life's over. it's done. Like, he hates his life. He hates what he has to be around. He hates that it can't be something else. And he's not sleeping, and he's just in dog shit shape. And he hasn't even started community service. So I'm like, I don't really feel any heat from Nick. Patrick, I mean, a 400-pound creep with no talent who doesn't leave his house. No, thank you. You know, it's a lot of other questionable things going on there, but, you know, how much time do you have? And then Mersh, I mean, that's a sullen, sad, sorrowful existence. So, yeah, I guess I can't really be in feuds because none of these people are a caliber of human that I would look up to. I'm trying to think, like, who would I say would, like, have something where I'd be like, that would be nice. Like, you know what? So this Ethan Klein, Hassan Piker thing, it's like you look at Ethan Klein and, like, successful show, great podcast, tens of thousands of people watching at one given time. You know, we have, 30-some, almost 40,000 unique viewers every month on Rumble and about 12,000 unique viewers on YouTube. So it's like 50,000 people a month, 50,000 different individuals a month watch our show. Not counting like Facebook and Kick, but like, who cares? Like 35 to 40,000 people will watch at a time one of Ethan's streams. I mean, that's something that I look up to. That's something where I'm like, oh shit, well that's pretty cool. But like all these other guys, I just kind of feel like I've done more than them, have more than them, am happier than them. It's just am in a situation I enjoy more than them. So I can't really see I don't feel any heat from them, and I don't feel like I'm in a feud with them. But I think it shows a real insecurity. I think it shows a real bitterness. I think especially with Patrick, anybody who does stand-up, he wants to brigade their events and try to get him canceled because he can't do stand-up anymore. I mean, he had his own event, and he wouldn't do stand-up at it because he's so scarred from failing at it. I mean, it's got to be able to pick yourself up. You know, you got to be able to face adversity. Lying about super tips being bought by somebody else because you're getting cease and desist now. Sean kind of called your bluff on that and made you his bitch. And then I'm going to craft one here, and you get to decide what you want to do from there.